graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled, and out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on into another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play here on Play-by-Play with JJ. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we go on for Eagles, we go on for Sixers, and we also do Philadelphia Phillies baseball as well. We also cover Sunday Night Baseball, and it just so happens tonight that the Phillies are the Sunday night game. They're taking on the Detroit Tigers, and they are looking to try to get a series win. The Mets and the Phillies are tied for first in the National League East, and the Phillies are looking to leapfrog the Mets again and try to go back out in front in the NL East division. Christopher Sanchez will be out there on the mound, and he will be going up against Charlie Morton. Phillies have faced him a lot. He was actually a former Philly at one point during his career. But Charlie this year, 7-8 with a 5.42 earned run average. And while the 41-year-old from Flemington, New Jersey, is going to be pitching for the Detroit Tigers, he's actually making this Tigers debut and was dealt at the trade deadline. So, yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm so happy to see you all. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I hope that you guys didn't miss me too much yesterday. But yeah, I'm ready to get back on into things. It was a very, very good weekend. Won't say really much else, but I had a very good time yesterday, and I'm ready to get back to work. All right? So yeah, let's get into the starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll do the Phillies first, of course, and then we'll do the Tigers. The Phillies are the home team. They did not win yesterday. They actually lost 7-5 was the final score yesterday. And Tariq Skubal got his 11th win of the season. 7 innings, 3 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, no walks allowed, 5 hits. Wheeler did pitch good, though. 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, 9 hits. He did get the loss. For the Philadelphia Phillies, their lineup will be this. It'll be Trey Turner batting first, Kyle Schwarber batting second, Bryce Harper third, JT Realmuto fourth, Nick Castellanos fifth, Brandon Marsh sixth, 7th is Max Kepler, Edmundo Sosa is 8th, and 9th is Bryson Stott. So it's Turner, Schwarber, Harper, JT, Castellanos, Marsh, Kepler, Sosa, and Stott. And for the Detroit Tigers, their lineup will be this. They got Matt Vierling batting first, Gleyber Torres second, Jahmai Jones third, Spencer Torkelson in the cleanup spot. He'll be batting fourth. Riley Greene is fifth, and it's Andy Ibanez batting sixth. Dyson Dingler is batting seventh. Wensil Perez, 8th, and Javier Baez in the 9th spot. He is batting 9th. And again, for the Phillies, they will have Christopher Sanchez out there on the hill. 130 innings of work for him this year, a 2.55 earned run average, and a 9-3 record to go along with that as well. Let's say hi to some people before we get underway. There's G. Vanutes. If you guys have not followed me on Twitch, make sure that you do that. We are live on Twitch as well as YouTube. I know that Twitch, I'm trying to push more people trying to join my Twitch community for those people that are on there. And I really want to try to expand that platform too as we expand YouTube. Shane is also here over on YouTube. What's going on, John? What's up, Scott? What's up, James? Isaac is also here. I like how you called the game, JJ. We always miss you. Isaac, thank you so much. I love it when you comment, my friend. It's good to see you. It's very, very good to see you. Yeah, we need... It's Dylan Dingler. So, yeah, sorry about that. Did I say Dyson? I'm really sorry. I'm a little bit all over the place because I've had quite a day. A lot of cleanup from yesterday. But, yes, Dylan Dingler. My apologies. He will be the catcher for tonight's game for the Detroit Tigers. And I wanted to make sure that I corrected that for sure. Oh, boy. So, again, for the Tigers, they have Matt Vierling batting first and then hitting second. Whoops. Why did it just go away? There it is. It's Vierling first, Torres second, Jones third, Torkelson fourth, Greene fifth, Ibanez sixth, Dingler seventh, Wencio Perez eighth, and Baez in the 9th spot. Christopher Sanchez and the Phillies are in their white and red pinstripes with the red Phillies logo and the red Phillies letters on the front with blue stars above both of the eyes. And also the red letters on the back as well as the big numbers underneath that. Yes. So I'm good, everybody. Thank you all so much for asking. I'm very happy to be on here. It feels kind of late. I don't know. I feel like I should have been on this afternoon. I feel like I'm late to the party. I feel like that, I don't know. I feel like I missed the game. It's really weird. JJ, what is the Twitch link? Can one of my mods comment that down below over on the YouTube side? I would really appreciate that. I don't have it up right now. The one thing I actually should do, and after the game is done, I will make a note of it, but I will have a chat command of what my Twitch link is. I will have to put that in my notes. When will the next Diamond Zone be, JJ? That's a very good question. I have to go through the schedule. First pitch, and that's in there for strike one from Christopher Sanchez. I'll have to go through the schedule and see when the Phillies are off. And, yeah, I really want to try to do it once a week, so it's going to definitely be next week. If the Phillies are on, we are still going to do a Diamond Zone, but we'll work around that. No balls, one strike, and the pitch. And that's in there for strike two. This game will wear you out, don't worry. Yeah, it's true. I'm sure it is. No balls, two strikes to the former Philly Matt Vierling, and the 0-2, swing and a miss. And Christopher Sanchez gets Matt Vierling to chase after a changeup. And there is one away. And did I update the emotes? I'm sorry, friends. I did not do that. I knew that there was something else I forgot to do. So while I'm thinking of it, let me do that very, very quickly. And also, by the way, as I love to multitask, Bryce Harper is playing over at first. Bryson Stott's at second. Edmundo Sosa's at third. And at shortstop, it's Trey Turner. First pitch to Gleyber Torres is in there for strike one. JT's catching. On the mound, it's Christopher Sanchez. And the outfielders are Max Kepler in left. It'll be Nick Castellanos in right. And the center fielder is Brandon Marsh. 0-1. That's in there for strike number two. Gleyber hitting .277 on the season. The windup and the next pitch. This one is flying out over towards right field. And there is Castellanos. He'll make the catch. And there's two away. All right, so we are doing the whatchamacallit right now. We're doing the emotes, memberships. I usually make a checklist of all the things I have to do, and then there's always one thing I forget on the checklist. Always one. It's weird. Here comes Jahmai Jones. And the first pitch on the way is swung on and missed. And, of course, it just exited me out of YouTube. So that's great. That helps. The ball is 1 strike. 7 pitches so far for Christopher Sanchez. And the 0-1, that is inside for a ball. Emojis. There's a Ranger. Next pitch. And now it's swung on and missed. There we go. So if you refresh the page right now, you should see Christopher Sanchez's emote. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the first. And the 1-2 to Jones, swing and a miss. And there is strikeout number 2 from Christopher Sanchez. And the inning is over. The side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Tigers. 2 strikeouts for Sanchez. And we go to the bottom of the first out at Citizens Bank Park. And again, the Phillies lineup. It'll be this. Let's go. Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Nick Castellanos, Brandon Marsh, Max Kepler, Edmundo Sosa, and Bryson Stott. Please drop the Sanchez emotes, my members, just so that way I know that it does work. I would really appreciate that. And did one of my mods comment what my Twitch is? What is the Twitch link? I don't think that they did. Okay. 1 second. You can still, even if you post my LINKTREE, I think that you could actually, I'm sorry. This is my LINKTREE. It should pop up. Thanks, Ronald. I appreciate that. Does my LINKTREE not pop up? Okay. Good to know. Alright, I'll have to get a bot for that. I'll have to get a bot command for that. Alright, but nonetheless, here is my Twitch page. I will copy the link. This is my Twitch link right here. And then somebody asked for it before. So I got it up. It's all ready to go. There it is. Good. Thanks, Scott. Yep. And there's my Twitch link. Very, very nice. Let's have a better game tonight. Yeah, I didn't get to watch yesterday's game, obviously, because I had a bid day. And a nice family event. Charlie Morton is going to go out there to pitch. Morton with a 5.42 earned run average. 101 innings of work this year. He spent 23 games playing with the Baltimore Orioles and got dealt to the Tigers at the trade deadline. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too. Turner is in the box, and the first pitch is taken off the plate for a ball. So Sanchez threw. Well, don't. Oof. I had to mute myself. I echoed. 1-0. This one's grounded over to third, backhanded by the third baseman Abadias, and the throw over to first. Good extension by Spencer Torkelson, and there is out number 1. He threw it in the air. Torkelson had time to catch it. Had to extend his legs over at first base, but he got it. And there's 1 out. R. Wilson. What's going on? We got 216 people watching. Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. The pitch to Schwarber, and he lines it foul over towards the right side. Charles is here. Good evening, my friend. Love Sunday Night Baseball. I'm going to miss it next year. I'm hoping that whoever picks it up, like MLB Network or whoever it is, Fox. I really hope that it's nice coverage. 0-1. There's a foul ball. I'm hoping that they do because to me it's like the only game that's on, and you end the week with that, or you start the week however you look at it, and it's just nice. It's nice to be the only game that's on. And it's not too late. It's not like West Coast time. 0-2. Ground ball hit over towards the right side, picked up by the second baseman, and the throw to first in plenty of time for out number 2. And now Bryce Harper's coming up. The pitch on the way, fouled off. It was at 95 miles per hour. 0-1 is the count to Harper. A fanatic green elbow guard for him. And the pitch. It's way up high for a ball. Harper has had a lot of success against Charlie throughout his career. 12 hits and 29 at-bats, including a homer. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. Can we hit 200? One to the Harper. Line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball. That's going all the way towards that her sign. And so, Bryce Harper will jog on over to second base and get on with an easy stand-up double as the throw was cut off. That was 108 miles per hour off the bat. And Bryce hitting the ball very hard. And obviously getting on base as well. Got a pitch right down the middle and he just belted it. Hit it square on. 19 of the last 25 hits for Bryce Harper have been extra base hits. Here's the pitch to JT. There's a foul ball. Paul, don't mention Apple TV, the Phillies fans. Oh, we're talking about ESPN. I wasn't talking about Apple TV, but I actually really like ESPN's coverage. And I like the idea of having a night game on a week, on a Sunday night, you know, and not having it be too late. And other people can come on and watch, and it's like the only game that you focus on. I love that. 0-1. It's a foul ball to JT. Harper leads off over at second base. The 0-2 pitch to JT. He'll ground this one over towards first base. Torkelson picks it up and tags the bag for the third and final out of the inning. All right. So the Phillies leave one man left. That's Bryce Harper. He got on with a double. He was stranded over at second. We've played one frame and go to the second. Okay. I'm going to take a quick step off. I want to finish rounding up my lineups, but I will be right back in less than 60 seconds. So don't go anywhere. Don't change that dial, and I'll see you very, very soon. All right, I think that was a little bit more than 60 seconds. But we're back. We're going to the top of the second inning. The Phillies won game one of this series on Friday by a score of 5-4. And then they lost the second game by a score of 7-5. The pitch on the way, line drive, base hit out to left field. And so the leadoff man is aboard, and that's Spencer Torkelson. Oh my gosh, I feel so guilty. That buzz just reminded me. Philip, thank you so much for the membership. Thanks so much for the 1 month, my friend. The 1 month. Yeah, month, not months. I was reading it. It says 1 month, but that's incorrect. It's 1 month. It's singular. Riley Greene is coming up. And Greene takes the first pitch. It looked a little bit inside, but it's a called strike. And, buddy, thank you for the sub. If you're tuning in over on Twitch, hello, and welcome aboard. We go on for all the Phillies, all the Sixers, all the Eagles games. We also do Diamond Zone, which is a really cool thing if you love Major League Baseball. 0-1, swing and a miss. It's where we go and do live look-ins during games. It's like NFL Red Zone, and but we do it for baseball. 0-2 pitch on the way from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. That changeup has looked very good so far in this game. 3 strikeouts, and he got Riley Greene, and he said, look what I can throw here. And Greene certainly got fooled on it. Here comes Andy Ibanez, and he swings and misses at a slider that was just disgusting in a good way. That thing tailed inside. Looked like it was going to be released out over towards the middle, and it just kept spiraling inwards. 0-1 pitch, and the changeup is outside. The crew chief for tonight's game, you got Nick Marley behind the plate, Vic Carapazza at first, Brian Walsh at second, and Mark Ripperger at third. Here's the 1-1, and that's swung on and missed. The Mets and the Phillies are tied for first place now. And if the Phillies win, the Phillies will be back in front. The Giants demolished the Mets today by a score of 12-4. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Andy Ibanez, hitting .238 on the season. The 1-2 pitch, and there's a ground ball hit over towards the right side of second base. Stott has it, though. The throw to second, there's one. They won't get the out over at first, as Ibanez was running down the line pretty fast. So it's just a 4-6 fielder's choice. That thing went over towards the right side of the second base umpire, Brian Walsh. Had to get out of the way. The Tigers are up 8.5 games in their division against the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians are also a half game above Kansas City. The pitch. This one's grounded over towards second base again. Stott picks it up, throws it over to first, and Dingler grounds out to end the inning. Casti, Marsh, and Kepler are due up for the Philadelphia Phillies, and we will head to the bottom of the second inning. So fielder's choice 4-6, and a ground out 4-3. Okay. Good. Very good so far. Eric is here. Eric, I feel like I haven't seen you on here in a while. Paul is also here. This is Paul Patterson. How are you, Paul? Charles is here. Nice. Who else do we have? We got Lou says ESPN is making a mistake. They overpaid for the NBA and letting baseball go. Baseball is coming up in ratings, and ESPN never promotes it, says Lou. Yeah, look, we can have the discussions on whether or not we like the in-game interviews, and we can critique ESPN for going that route. Some people like it. Some people think that it definitely brings fans closer to the game, particularly most of the younger demographic. They tend to like it more. That doesn't mean everybody likes it, but it also seems to be that that's just one thing that people haven't liked. But besides that, I think it's been pretty good. I think that they've done a very good job at broadcasting it, and it's going to be tough for it to be gone. I agree with that. You sound sick, my boy. I'm not sick. Nope. I'm a little tired, but still bringing the energy. I did a lot this weekend. I did a lot of work and had a big event, but no, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate you for what you do. Philip, I appreciate you. Thank you for the membership. That was really nice. Nick Castellanos is going to be coming on up for the Phillies. Casty did homer in last night's game. So did Bryce. First pitch to Nick, and he swings and misses at a curveball. It was at 81 miles per hour. No balls, one strike. The windup and the pitch. It's inside for ball one. Charlie has gone at least 5 innings in each of his last 8 outings. The pitch to Nick. Line drive, poked out to center field for a base hit. And so it takes a bounce in front of Veerling, and Nick Castellanos gets on with a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the second. Nick is aboard. He breaks the ice for Philadelphia. And so they have their second hit of the day. Brandon Marsh is up, and the pitch that he takes is down and in. So glad you had a great day yesterday. Yeah, it was so much fun. It was really nice. It was a good time. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball. That's going all the way towards the former out-of-town scoreboard. Marsh is rounding first. He'll head on over to second base. The throw is cut off by the second baseman. Casty stops over at third. And so the second extra base hit for the Phillies tonight. And we're only in the bottom of the second inning. Let's go. That was sort of like the same pitch I thought that Bryce Harper got. So Harper and Marsh both have doubles. Marsh is over at second. Casty's over at third. And Casty got on with a leadoff single. Max Kepler is the next man up, and he traps the first pitch that he sees, foul towards the right side. And the count is 0-1. Morton will have to deliver from the stretch. The 0-1. This one is grounded foul towards the first base side. Let's go, chat! Charge! Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. I would love it if we got to 300 likes today. I would really, really love that. The ball is 2 strikes in the 0-2 pitch. This one is flied out over towards the left field side in foul territory. Let's see if the left fielder has room. He does not. It goes out of play. Larry is MIA. Oh, I'm sure he'll be on later tonight. I think Sundays he has band practice. I'm just happy to see you all, Like, I'm happy to see... I love seeing Larry. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see whoever's on here. I'm always happy to see. 0-2. This one's grounded foul. It's nice how we have people that just, come on in, and sometimes people take a little break for a couple of months because of life. And then they come back, and it's nice to be able to catch up with them. People do have lives. The 0-2. That is down and in for ball one. Kepler's average is at 202. He has really been struggling. 1-2 to Max, up high and away for ball two. Morton did give up 3 earned runs in each of his last 2 outings. One was against the Blue Jays. The other one was against the Cleveland Guardians. 2-2 pitch. This one's grounded over towards second base, and the throw over to first will be in time, but Nick Castellanos will come in to score, and the Phillies do have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second on an RBI ground out by Max Kepler. Let's go. That's how you play small ball. And by the way, that does put Marsh over at third. So it's an RBI ground out. And Sosa is up. Edmundo fouls off the first pitch. Sosa, his average is at 266. He does have 4 homers. Infield is playing in towards the infield grass. Up the middle, though, is wide open at second base. Time will be called. Morton wants to get on the same page with Dingler. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1. It's popped up over towards the first base side in foul territory. Dingler gets under it, and he will make the catch in front of the Phillies stairwell. And there is out number 2. It's right next to Trey Turner. Fouled out to catcher. This is Charlie's 400th career start, by the way. The pitch. That is outside for a ball to Bryson Stott. So they can't get a sac fly or an RBI ground out. Stott's going to have to get a hit here if he wants to drive in a run. 1-0 is inside for ball 2. The first 5 starts for Charlie Morton this year with Baltimore, his ERA was at a 10.89, not a 2. Ever since then, it's at a 4.49. The pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. So the count is 2-1. JJ, is that a fresh haircut? It's not. Some people have asked, though. But I do appreciate it. 2-1. And this one is fouled off over towards the tarp. And it was a 2-0 count. And now the count is 2-2. I do appreciate you for noticing, though, my hair. I love my hair. I think I have really cool hair. Two balls, 2 strikes. A runner on over at third. 2 away. The 2-2 pitch. It's taken down for ball 3, but they tried to appeal, and Stott did not go. It's a full count. 1-0 Phillies. They scored on an RBI ground out from Max Kepler. Nick Castellanos did score the run. A runner on at third in the 3-2, the stop. And he swings that ball forward, but he fouls it away. Aon is also here. What's going on? I agree with you, Paul. John Miller did great on Sunday Night Baseball. 3-2 pitch. There's a foul ball hit over towards the third base side and out of play. And Joe Morgan was a very good commentator. He really was. I personally really like the 8 o'clock start time. The 7 o'clock, for me, it's a little bit early, but I still will take it. 3-2 pitch to stop, and there's a line drive hit out over towards left center field, and that is caught by the left fielder Greene. He made the diving catch, almost collided with Veerling. Oh, what an incredible play by Riley Greene. He was running backwards and then somehow caught it as he laid down and dove and took away an extra base hit from Bryson Stott. I mean, that was ridiculous. And so the inning is over, and Stott gets robbed on a base hit. We go to the top of the third. It's 1-0 Phillies. That's just one of those plays where you have to just tip your cap to your opponent because of how great of a defensive play that was. It's a bummer because you hit the ball hard, you put it in a good spot, and the fielder just makes an excellent play. That's baseball. So Stott lines out to left, and the inning is over. The good news, though, is that the Phillies do get a run on an RBI ground out by Max Kepler. Yes. Max Coverage TV is here. Wanted to make sure that I said hi to Max. I hope that I'm not that far behind. What's going on, Max? I'm happy to see you, my friend. We won't talk about your team. I know that your team is going through a funk, but I'm just really happy to see you. Other than that, how are you, my friend? How is Simba doing? How's everybody in the family? I love talking to you, my friend. Guys, go subscribe to Max Coverage TV. I probably say it a lot. I do say it a lot, but I really like what Max does. Max is very good at doing the Yankees games. He also covers the Packers. He's also a Rockets fan. But if you really love baseball, Max Coverage TV is the place to be. It is. What else? What else do we have? Worth the pitcher. Yeah. Yes. You create a great atmosphere and community, JJ. We got your back. Well, I couldn't do this without you guys, and I do mean this. I probably give you guys a lot of credit, a lot, and I do, because you guys deserve that. You know, I love the community, and I hope that we set the tone to try to create like a very clean, a very nice, supportive community. But I've been very lucky that I've met so many awesome people on here, and I wouldn't be able to do this or just to be where I am without you guys. Here's a slider that's in there for strike one. This is Wencio Perez batting 8th in the lineup for the Tigers. And he lines this one out over to right field. Castellanos on the run, though, and they'll make the grab. He took about maybe 5 steps over towards the first base side. And there's the first out of the inning. I love the white and red pinstripes. Favorite uniform in Philadelphia? What's your favorite uniform? The Kelly Greens hit really hard. I love the black and white Sixers uniforms, though. The Iverson jerseys. Those things are so good. The white and red pinstripes and the orange and the black, though, I can't resist them either. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a called strike. Miller and Morgan eating alligator bites was hilarious. That's so true. Yeah, I remember that. 2 balls, 1 strike to Javier Baez. Baez hitting .267 on the season. The windup and the 2-1. And that is placed perfectly on the inside corner for a strike. That sinker just looked so filthy. It hit that inside edge, and it was just a beauty. 2-2. 1 away, top of the third. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another changeup thrown by Sanchez. 4 strikeouts. I figured that he was going to go with the changeup on the outside edge. I didn't want to say it, but I don't want to be a Tommy Romo there. But I was thinking in the back of my head, he's going to go changeup, outside corner at the knees, and it worked. And not only did it work, but he did it. 2 away, top of the third. The pitch to Vierling, and Sanchez throws a slider right down the middle and swung on and missed. Kelly Green or Midnight Black for the Eagles? Oh, dude, those Midnight Black ones hit hard too. They do. No balls, 1 strike, and here's the 0-1. That is inside and low. We got 320 people watching. Thank you all so much for being on here. If you love baseball, hit that thumbs up button. The 1-1 pitch. That is low and inside for ball 2. Pinstripe Phillies. I'm so close. I'm still at 65. I need to hit 75 for my goal. I may get there eventually. Yeah, man. 2-1. This one's popped up over towards the shallow part of center field. Stock gets under it, though. Will make the grab. The inning is over. And Trey Turner will lead it off as the Phillies go to the bottom of the third. Mark. What's up, Mark? Love your I love your profile pic. That's cool. All uniform if it has the right P on the sleeve, blue and yellow. What's going on, Mark? What else? Larry's here. What's up, Larry? What's going on? Okay. So, chat. I was going to forget what I was going to tell you, but I had something that I did want to say, and I'm sorry. My mind is literally blank right now. Do you ever get those moments where you, like, want to say something, and you're like, oh, chat, or, well, you ever have a conversation with somebody, and you say to them, oh, I want to tell you something, and then you just forget, and it just slips out of your mind, and eventually it comes back to you, but it's like, it's not like 5 minutes later, it's like 2 hours later. Like, those things are the worst, I feel. I don't know. I feel like that tends to happen to me not as often, but when it does, it sucks. So hopefully I get my train of thought back. Oh, yes, chat. I have not forgotten, okay? People are still wondering where I've been or where I went to last time I was not on here. You will find out very soon, okay? I have not forgotten. I've just had a lot of things thrown at me, and you should know, seriously, by the beginning of this week. Either today, either tomorrow or the next day. I just don't want to ruin the surprise for you all. But I did not forget. That's what I meant to say. Turner is up, and he fouls off the first pitch that he sees. The count is 0-1. Yeah, I do that a lot for sure. Scott, it sucks. It really does. Like, you just have this thought in the back of your mind, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to tell you guys something. And it's like, darn it, it slipped out of my head. 0-1, swing and a miss. That's to Trey Turner. Turner 0 for 1. He grounded out to third in the first. And the 0-2 pitch, and he looks at a curveball that's in there for a called strike 3 at the knees. I don't know if he thought it was going to sail or go out of the zone, but he was guessing. And he's now 0 for 2. They called it a brain fart. Yes, those are brain farts. That is correct. I couldn't even think of the word. Schwarber is up, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Excuse me, by the way. 38 pitches for Charlie. The 1-0 is way up high for ball 2. Tomorrow the Phillies play the O's. Oh, yeah. The pitch on the way. Check swing. He went around. Phillies lead it 1-0. Nick Castellanos scored on an RBI ground out by Max Kepler. Here's the 2-1. They try to appeal again. This time he did not go. And Schwarber thought it was ball 4. He dropped the bat. And the count is 3-1. Up, is he going over to first now? Yeah. He is. Did they just intentionally walk him? Did they just say move on? Oh, it hit him. Must have hit him. Yep. Okay. It hit him. Hit him right on the foot. That makes sense. It didn't look like it hit him at first, but it got him. And that's why he went on over. It's like, wait, they didn't call catcher's interference. And now Bryce Harper is coming up. And Harper takes up high for a ball. That was kind of bizarre. Wasn't really even like he reacted or anything like that. The toss back over to first. And Schwarber dives back in there safely. Bryce did double in the first. I'm from Pittsburgh, Ashley, West Virginia, so Pittsburgh P is what I see. 1-0 pitch to Bryce, swing and a miss on another really nice curveball. You can have your privacy, JJ. Oh, I try not to spoil things. And I've become better at that. You know? The 1-1, and there's a foul ball. And there's certain things like that I do like to keep private, but I love sharing certain things with you guys. John, thank you for the $10 super chat, man.
Keep up the great work, play-by-play broadcasting.
Thank you so much, man. 1-2 to Bryce, and he flies this one out over towards left field. It's hooking out of play, and it will find the seats. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-0 Phillies, bottom of the third, on an RBI ground out from Max Kepler. The 1-2 pitch. This one is hit over towards the first base side. Torkelson has it, throws it over to second for 1, and the throw back to first to Charlie Morton is in time for a 3-2 6-1 double play. And we go to the top of the 4th inning. So Harper grounds into a double play, an inning-ending double play, and we go to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Philadelphia. Guys, who are your favorite YouTubers? Who are your favorite people to watch on YouTube? I'm just curious. I have really been into. I know that we have a good variety on here. I've been really into the streamers. I love watching the streamers. I kid you not, and I will have to show it to you sometime. I don't have it here with me, but what I do, even as a caster myself, I don't like to. I guess I do consider myself to be a streamer, but I consider myself to be more so of a caster on here, and not as much of a streamer. Even though I think it would be really, really cool to get on into it, but I do have like a whole notebook on like certain streamers that are out there, and even just other content creators and YouTubers in particular as well. And I take notes. I do. I have like a pros and cons list of like what they do really well, like what they can improve on, and that type of stuff. Because I think it's just so important to be able to study other people that are on the platform and try to see like where they got their successes from and why people enjoy them and what stands out, you know? Like what types of thumbnails do they have? I geek out over those types of things. I really do. Same thing with play-by-play announcers. It's like a really interesting thing to me. You know, I have a separate notebook on them too. I tend to take a lot of notes when it comes to those things. So, but yeah, let me know who you like down below. I love Kai Cenat. I think he does a really great job. Max Coverage TV, Maxi Millen Dude. Okay, I don't know Maxi Millen Dude. Justin Wong. I've heard of Justin Wong and the Mallory Bros. Okay. The Mallory Bros. I'll have to check them out. Yeah. In terms of streamers, you love iShowSpeed. CeeLo's here. What's going on, CeeLo? Dude, that was a crazy series this weekend. The pitch. And that is lined out to left field for a base hit. And so, a leadoff single to start off the top of the 4th inning. That is from Gleyber Torres. Nobody told me that this is covered. I apologize. Whoa, why is that the case? There we go. Now you can see the last names. Top of the 4th. A runner on over at first. And the pitch is inside and low for a ball. All Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes videos, says John. Nice. Please take first place. We can't handle it, says PAS. No, you take it. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball hit out over towards right field for a base hit. And so, that's going to put 2 runners on base. The throw back over to second, and Torres is safe. He went past second base, and then as a dive back in there, almost overran the bag. So back-to-back singles. Jahmai Jones gets on. And that's going to put Torres over at second base. And Spencer Torkelson will be the next man up. Hey, what if the Braves take it, PAS? Guys, go subscribe to PAS and also to On The Go with CeeLo. I would really appreciate that too. CeeLo does a great job with NASCAR. He covers the Tennessee Volunteers and he covers the Atlanta Braves. This guy literally juggles so much. And PAS, on the other hand, he does the Mets, he does the Flyers, and he does the Jets. 1 ball, no strikes to Spencer Torkelson. All the content creators are on tonight. It's beautiful. Oh, it's great. 1-0. Swing and a miss. That was on a changeup. And the count is 1-1. We got 322 people on here. Please hit that thumbs up button. And mods, if you could drop their links down below too, I would really appreciate that as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Then the 1-1 ground ball foul towards the third base side. After the game, of course, we have a post-game show. We love to take your phone calls. We also take voicemail messages and text messages, too, on our hotline, 610-314-0844. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 on the way. That is low for ball 2. You are my most favorite. Aww. Don't make me blush. Aww. Thank you. Then Wolfolk at Fitness News. Fitness News, I'll have to check them out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 4th. There's 2 runners on. If you guys have not followed me on social media, I know I haven't really been active on there. But every once in a while, I have been posting more on Twitter. You can go follow my LINKTREE. If one of my mods wants to post that too, I would appreciate that as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Sanchez delivers from the stretch and the 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called at the knees. Spencer Torkelson goes down looking at a pitch that he did not anticipate, and it was a sinker at 95 on the gun. So he strikes out looking. There's a backwards K from Christopher Sanchez. And 1 out, top of the 4th. Phillies still up 1-0. And Riley Greene, who struck out his last time up, will ground this one over towards Sanchez. The throw back to second. There's 1. The throw to first. Got him. He's out. 1-4-3 on the double play. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0 Philadelphia. 1-4-3 double play. Love it. 3 hits for the Tigers, 3 hits for the Phillies. 1 run for the Phillies, none for Detroit. Rising Rhino. More and more of the content creators just come on. They just keep on coming. Rising Rhino is also here. Shout out to you. Go subscribe to Rising Rhino as well. Drop a Sanchez emoji in the chat. This guy, Christopher Sanchez, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but he's pretty good at baseball. he's pretty good. Should have been an all-star. But yeah, he has very good stuff. This changeup that he throws is just pure art, and I'm sure that Scubell is probably looking in the dugout from the Tigers, and he's like, I throw a good changeup, but so does this guy. It's pretty cool. The Rhino is a rising. Yes, it is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is rising, for sure. Sanchez is becoming an artist. Christopher Sanchez is Pablo Picasso for the Phillies. He is. The paint jobs that he does on those corners, you just can't help but just drop your jaw sometimes. It's awesome. Phillies are 62-48 on the season. Hard to believe that there is only 52 games left. That's crazy. 52. I can't believe that we're at this point. The Tigers are 65-47. They are 29-26 on the road. We mentioned this before, but they are 8.5 games above the Cleveland Guardians and 9 games above the Kansas City Royals. Hi, Elaine. How are you? JT's coming up. 1-0 Philadelphia. And the pitch from Morton is on the inside corner and taken for strike one. The Dodgers, they got shut out 3-0 today. How about those Brewers? 14-3 against the Washington Nationals. The pitch. There's a foul ball. The ball is 2 strikes. 48 pitches. We're in the bottom of the fourth. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on an elevated fastball above the zone. And Charlie Morton gets his second strikeout victim of the ball game. Kind of surprised that JT chased after that. Nick is up. And he takes ball 1 at 96. Nick 1 for 1. He singled and he scored a run as well. Back in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. That is funny. One ball, one strike to Nick. One away. Bottom of the fourth. And the 1-1 swing and a miss. Oh, man, he got a pitch right down the middle. He was looking to try to knock that thing out of here. And got nothing but air. Here's the 1-2 to Castellanos, and he lays off the curveball, and the count is now 2-2. You know, I had this fear that the Little League World Series game, and by the way, that was a crazy ending, but I thought that was going to interfere with this, and that the Phillies game was going to be on a tape delay. I don't know if that they would have been or not, but it seemed like that they weren't pushing the game over to ESPN2. The 2-2. There's a swing and a miss. And Nick Castellanos strikes out. And there is 2 outs. Stott is up. He got robbed on the base hit his last time up on just an acrobatic play by Riley Greene, who's been their best offensive player for the Tigers. And, Brandon Marsh is up. They were showing a replay of Greene's catch. So I beg your pardon. Stott will probably come up. He's in the 9 spot. I was going to say he was going to most likely come up in the bottom of the 5th, but doesn't mean he won't come up in the bottom of the 4th. 0-2. Pitch coming on up. The 0-1 was swung on and missed. I can't believe that the Yankees got swept, guys. I can't believe that the Yankees got swept. 0-2. And that is down for a ball. I know that we have some Yankees fans on here, and I know that they're trying to diverge away from it, and I'm sure that this doesn't help, but I have not processed this. They're probably like, JJ, just focus on the Phillies. I don't want to talk about the Yankees right now. I just can't believe that they got swept. 0-2, swing and a miss, and so the side is retired. Charlie Morton strikes out the side, and we go to the 5th inning. Still 1-0 Philadelphia. I really can't believe that. We need a double play. A double play. We're not in the field yet, my friend. We're not in the field right now. Hey, Rhino, how was the Hall of Fame? How was your Hall of Fame stream? Let me know down below. Anybody else have any other takes on who they love watching on YouTube, and who they love watching on TikTok and other content creators? I'll be honest with you. I've now have realized that a lot of the things that I watch now, I don't really watch much TV anymore, which is kind of sad, but I also understand too that if I want to be at my best, I have to look and see what else is out there. And I love supporting other people on this platform anyways, but I really have not watched a lot of TV and a lot of movies just because a lot of my watch time goes over towards work, if that makes sense. If I'm watching TV for the most part, I'm probably watching baseball or I'm watching other sports or a documentary or whatever it is on sports. But doesn't mean that I don't like TV. I just haven't really watched much stuff. So, but yeah, who else do you enjoy out there? Who are some other people? They don't even have to be in sports. Like, who are there any chefs that are really good on YouTube? Are there any, I don't know, motorcyclists? I don't know. I want to see what types of niches there are out there. All right, we are going to the top of the fifth inning. 1-0 Phillies. Andy Ibanez will be due up. John says tough job. I'm not saying it's tough, but, you know, it's just what I do. The pitch. And that's a foul ball. Gamer. Who's gamer? Are you into the gaming genre? 30 for 30 is really good to watch. I have not watched a 30 for 30 documentary in a while. The ball is one strike to Andy Ibanez. The pitch, and that's inside for a ball. 42 pitches from Christopher Sanchez. 32 of them have been strikes. 1-1. This one's chopped foul. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have 357 people on here. That is awesome. Let's get to 300 likes. Here's the 1-2. That is down for ball 2. Hell's Kitchen. Are you interested in ghost hunts? In hunting ghosts? All YouTube channels are now ghost hunting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez versus Ibanez. And the 2-2 pitch is a slider that's taken in the dirt for ball 3. I missed most of the Gates speeches because it went overtime and I had to cover CFL. Says Rising right now. 3-2. This one's grounded over towards the right side of the mound. Sanchez digs it up with his glove and throws it over to first with the glove, and it's in time for out number 1. Well, we talk about how great of an athlete he is. He's made 2 really good plays on the mound today, including that one where he just got the glove on the ground, the ball went in the glove, and he flipped it over to first with the glove in plenty of time for out number 1. Yeah. And Dylan Dingler will be the next man up. Whoever's the manager of the Marlins is doing a heck of a job. Isn't it Skip Schumacher? I think it is. It has to be Skip Schumacher. Or is it? It's Clayton McCall. Oh, yeah. Skip is not there. I forgot that he was let go last year. Yeah, Clayton's doing great. The ball is 1 strike to Dylan Dingler. Here's the pitch. That's down for a ball. One ball, one strike, 48 pitches. Top of the fifth, one away. And the 1-1. This one's grounded foul over towards the third base side. One ball, two strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the 5-6 hole. Turner has it, though. Gets his feet set, throws it over to first, and it's just in time. Turner threw a strike. It was a missile over to first base. Harper got it, and there's out number 2. As Dingler grounds out. And that'll bring up Wencio Perez. This is the last baseball game for the day. 13 first pitch strikes from Sanchez and make it now 14. And this is his 17th batter that he has faced today. Oh, 1. That is outside for a ball. One ball, one strike. Phillies have had 62 starts with 6+ innings this year. And that's the most in baseball. The windup and the next pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop again. Turner has it on a bounce. Tosses it over to first. And another 1-2-3 inning from Christopher Sanchez. And we will now go to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 1-0 ball game for Philadelphia. Very good. This guy is just so lethal out there on the mound. He has such great control over his pitches, and he is locked in. He is so dialed in. And this is scary stuff. I'm telling you straight up, if Sanchez, Wheeler, and Suarez are looking this good, and we're going into October, I know that the bats are going to have to produce. But the Phillies have a shot. They have a shot. They do. These guys are throwing the ball extremely well. Extremely well. And I don't want to speak too soon, but with the way that the season has gone, these 3 pitchers, I don't know if we've seen anything like it. I don't know. I'm trying to enjoy the moment, and I want to embrace the journey, but this is special stuff with what those 3 guys are doing. And I'm not trying to dismiss Taijuan Walker and him eating up innings and him doing his job and Jesus Luzardo doing his job and that type of stuff. Luzardo has been on and off for the most part. He started off like he was a Cy Young Award winner, and then he was just so bad. And just tipping pitches, not doing well from the stretch. And when he's on, he's electric, but when he's off, it's just bad. But I'm just saying that when I look at Ranger, Wheeler, and Sanchez, he gives all 3 of those pitchers right there give the Phillies a chance to win on a night-to-night basis. Do you feel me on that? Here's the pitch to Max Kepler. And there's a swing and a miss on a cutter thrown by Charlie Morton. Morton with just 1 earned run. Phillies have left some men on base, including in the 2nd inning. They did get a run home. The 0-1, that swung on and missed. 60 total pitches from Charlie Morton. Sanchez continues to dominate. Like, what else is new? No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2. And that is way outside and high for a ball. So, like, what I'm really trying to say is that when we shift our focus and we focus now more so on this starting rotation, I feel like that there's more juice to that. There's more hype for that. You know? That's something to, like, look forward to. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 to Kepler, swinging and a miss. And there's 1 away. So Kepler strikes out. 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. So far, as much as I love the Phils, they remind me of the Cowboys. They do just enough to choke. And that's fair. But when I talk about the starting pitching to you, when I talk about Wheeler, Sanchez, and Suarez, you can't deny and you can't say to yourselves, man, those pitchers are so great. Those pitchers are really special. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And maybe that there is a but. Sure, the Phillies have had issues with giving them run support. And we complain about that. But when I just talk about their performance as a whole, I can't say anything bad. If one of those guys has a bad outing, it's like, okay, I still trust him. 1-1, foul ball. Sure, when we talk about them as a team, yes. 1-2 pitch. And that's a foul ball. Yeah, but pitching doesn't score runs. No, I understand what you're saying. And that's fair. That's fair. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sosa is up in the box. He fouled out back in the bottom of the 2nd. 2-2 pitch to Edmundo, and he slaps a foul. Does a little bat flip as well. Catches the bat. The count is 2-2. Bonge is here. What's up, Bonge? Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We have 379 people tuning on in. Let us know how we're doing, mods. 2-2. Way up high for ball 3. We're trying to get to 300 likes by the end of this stream. And again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we go on for all the Phillies games. 3-2 to Sosa, and he flies this one out over towards left field, and that is hooking foul, and we'll find the seats. Not only do we do the Phillies games, but we also covered the Eagles and the Sixers, and we also do MLB Diamond Zone and Sunday Night Baseball, and we'll sprinkle in some Giants games from time to time, too. The 3-2 pitch to Sosa, and he fouls off ball 4. Back towards the screen. Three-two pitch, swing and a miss. And Charlie Morton, for the 2nd time tonight, throws a high fastball to a right-handed hitter, and they strike out on it. On a pitch that was out of the zone. He got JT to do that in the bottom of the 4th, and he gets Sosa to do that here in the bottom of the 5th. That's now 5 strikeouts in a row, too, by Charlie. The pitch to Stott, and he pops this one up out over towards the first base side in foul territory, and it will go into It'll actually bounce on top of the Phillies dugout. No balls, 1 strike. How is it already the 5th inning? The game's just flying by, man. Time flies when you're having fun. But then again, I'm sure somebody is going to say in the chat, time flies when the Phillies offense doesn't do well either. 0-1, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. I just hear the Negadolphians. I just hear 'em. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's really just sarcasm. And I know better. Stott lined out to left his last time up. There's the 0-2. Line drive hit out over towards left field, but it's going to be caught for out number 3. Greene made the catch. And so at least the strikeout streak is over. Morton struck out 5 batters in a row. And then Stott ended that by lining out to left instead. We're going to the 6th inning. 1-0 Philadelphia. Do any of you, oh man, what was I going to ask? Has anyone ever gone skydiving? Or like bungee jumping? Has anybody actually ever done that? Just out of curiosity. If so, what was the experience like? That was a couple of heavy sighs, JJ. Yeah, it was. It was. And why was that? Because it's, I don't know, it's just been a long week. Not only no, but hell no. No. No, this is Mark. I've bungee jumped. Really? Have you? What was that experience like? When did you do it? Just a very random question out from left field. No pun intended on that joke. But I've just been curious because I've been thinking about like what people put on their bucket list of things to do. And when I typed that into Chat GPT, that was something that came up. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if any of our viewers have done that before. Not saying that I want to do it, but I'm just curious. I like to get to know my people. The pitch, and that is on the inside corner for a called strike. Patricia says, I'm too old for skydiving and bungee jumping. And hell to the crazy. The 0-1 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. Marsh is there, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Indoor skydiving sounds like fun. Colton says no, but I'd love to. 1 out, top of the 6th. And the pitch. And that is taken low for a ball. What's up, Pete? Just from the top bunk as a kid during a nightmare. Oh gosh, John, that sucks. I've had that happen before. Not for I've never slept in a bunk bed in my house, of course, but I have rolled out of bed during a dream, and that sucked. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base. It's picked up by the third baseman, and the throw over to first is in time. Scott said that he did his 30 years ago. It was great fun. Wow. Who did you do it with? Just out of curiosity. That's right, Steve. The pitch. And this one's flied out over towards right field. Casti drifts back over towards the track. He has room. He'll make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning, Christopher Sanchez. Drop those emotes in the chat. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, and it's still 1-0 Philadelphia. I did a tandem skydive in the in the Outer Banks. It was freaking awesome. Wow. What's a tandem skydive? I'll have to look that up. A tandem skydive. A type of skydiving where a student skydiver is strapped to a highly experienced instructor and jumps out of an airplane together. Oh, that's wild. Oh, that's so wild. Wow. That's crazy. They actually say that it's safer, statistically safer than solo skydiving. Which I guess makes sense because the instructor's there to, help you manage the parachute and the landing. Just from that sort of perspective. Huh, that's wild. Free falling. On my first skydive, I actually wore an Eagles jersey under the jumpsuit. Dude, that's insane. That is wild. I love that. That's so freaking awesome. That really just goes to show how much you bleed the Kelly green. Oh, that's so cool. In my nightmare, I was falling too. Oh, that's even worse, John. I went skydiving with this girl I met at camp. She's from Canada. You wouldn't know her. You actually, hold up, time out. You went skydiving. That's insane. Yes, is laughing. I hope we get to see Duran in a high leverage spot. Okay, Bernie, thank you for bringing up the reminder. Okay. Let's get on the same... Okay, so get on the same page with me here. Joan Duran. Thumbs up or thumbs down? If I said that correctly. Joan Duran. 1 ball, no strikes. Because I've been criticized a lot for that lately. And rightfully so. But I've heard so many people pronounce it differently. Here's the pitch from Morton. Ground ball hit over towards third base. And for third baseman picks it up, throws it over to first. And it's in time for out number 1. So there's 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. And Schwarber takes a curveball inside, but they appeal to see if he went. And they say no, he did not. One 0, and that is inside for ball 2. It is Joan Duran, correct? 2-0 pitch, and that is up high for ball 3. Please let me know if that's how you say Duran and Joan. 3-0 pitch, line drive, base hit down the right field line, and that's going all the way towards the corner. And so Schwarber is going to go on over to second base, and he gets on with a one-out double. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah. Let's go. Charge! Yeah. So Schwarber doubles, and they're going to walk Bryce Harper, and instead will face JT. They swipe left, they skip Bryce, and so we have a timeout taken on the mound here, just like that. Wake 'em up! Wake up those bats! Get up, baby! Drop the fires in the chat. I want to see JT emotes. Spam them. I don't like it when people spam, but spam those JT emotes, because we need them. Spam those JT emotes. First pitch that he takes is low and outside for ball number 1. Charge! Here's the 1-0. This one's grounded over towards third base. The throw to second, there's one. The throw over to first, and JT beats out the throw. Now, not trying to give them any sort of clues here or advice, but Ibanez just avoided tagging out Schwarber over at third. He avoided doing that. And so there's 2 outs. Runners are at the corners. Harper's now at third. JT is at first. And Nick Castellanos is up at the plate. It's a 5-4 fielder's choice. The pitch to Casty, and he flies this one out over towards right field. It'll stay, or actually it'll go towards the foul line, and making the catch out in right field to end the inning is Jones. And so the inning is over. Jones with a ridiculous catch over at that right field line, or Juancho Perez, that is. And so the inning is over, and we are going to the top of the 7th. Jack is here. Jack says your Viking fan replacement was awesome. Yeah, he fills in for me sometimes. Him and RB are really, really good at what they do. I like to give you guys other people that are on here that I feel like deserve to get high praise as well, and I'm really happy that you enjoyed that. You know, I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that that even their styles, not everybody's gonna love them, but I'm really happy that a lot of you have shown him support, because he's been great. He's been really awesome. And this month, I mean, I'm not going to be on for every game. Next week, I'm going to be taking a day off, and a couple weeks, I'm going to be off for like 3 or 4 days. So I'm trying to really, this is my month where you are going to see more people filling on in for me, and I'm okay with it. For a while, honestly, I just didn't really want to. I wanted to try to do as many games as I can, and I still will have content for you all. But yeah, I just want to try to get other voices on here too. I do. I think that's really important for you guys. So that sounds about right, JJ. And Jack, thank you for the $2 super chat. Very nice. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th inning. 1-0 Phillies. Okay. I'm actually going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we go. We're going to start off the top of the 7th here. And the first pitch thrown from Sanchez will be grounded over towards the shortstop, Trey Turner. As he makes a diving stop, he'll throw it over to first. It's not in time. And Jahmai Jones gets on with a leadoff infield single to start off the top of the 7th inning. Looks like he got a pitch that was towards the middle part of the plate. And Turner did everything he could. Not a good throw, but made a nice diving stop, though. Spencer Torkelson's up, and he winds this one out to left field for a base hit. And so back-to-back singles on back-to-back pitches. And so the tying run is over at second base. Let's see if Sanchez can settle on in. Only 60 pitches for Christopher Sanchez. Just 60. And Riley Greene is up. A double play would be absolutely huge here. Greene 0 for 2. First pitch. That is just a hair outside. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Dr. Delay is here. How are you? 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Dr. Delay is here. How are you, my friend? I'm so happy to see you. Saw you on here a little bit ago. Did a great job as always. Go follow Dr. Delay if you love Pittsburgh sports. 1-1. This one's grounded over towards shortstop. Turner has it, throws it over to first. Didn't have time to get the runner out over at second. And so it is a ground out. It's sort of like a sacrifice bunt, if you will, where now there's 2 runners in scoring position. And there is out number 1. Was that 6-3? Andy Ibanez is up. And Ibanez takes outside for ball 1. Tell Mike it needs to be a little bit more animated. Who's Mike? Mike was my replacement for yesterday. 1-0 pitch. And there's a line drive, dive and stop by the third baseman Sosa. The throw to home plate. Got him. He's out. Edmundo Sosa with a web gem over at third base. And 5-2 on the fielder's choice. That was a huge play by Sosa. He just picked it up as he backhanded it, threw it over to the plate. It actually went over to JT's left side just barely. I thought maybe it had a chance of hitting Jones in the back, but it did not. And Jones was out at the plate. And a beautiful throw as well, just to get him. And so 5-2 on the fielder's choice. Excellent play by Sosa. Free Sosas in the chat. Dingler is up, and the pitch is a changeup that's just a little bit low for ball 1. We love good defense. Go Sosa. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch on the way is just inside, or just a little bit low for ball 2, I should say. 2-0. That is outside for ball 3. We love Sosa. Free Sosa. Let's go. 3 balls, no strikes. Dingler ahead in the count. Sanchez will get set from the belt. And the 3-0 is on the outside corner for a called strike at 94 miles per hour. Three balls, one strike. The 3-1 pitch, and that is down for ball 4. And so the Tigers have bases loaded in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch, and that's taken for ball 1 to Wencio Perez. Got to get the final out here. Base is juiced. The 1-0 pitch. It's tapped foul towards the third base side. The Phillies tomorrow night will host the Baltimore Orioles. They will come on into town here at CBP. They play from Monday to Wednesday. Then Wednesday night, we will have another edition of Diamond Zone. 1-1 pitch, ground ball, and a backhanded stop by Turner. The throw to second base just got him. And the inning is over. Sanchez gets out of the inning without a scratch, and the defense certainly helps him as well. It's still a 1-0 game. We're going to the bottom of the 7th, and the Phillies do still have the lead. All right, it is trivia time. Good job by the defense, and nice for Sanchez to get out of it. We will take that as a dub for Christopher Sanchez. Okay, it is trivia time. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. I want to know which Phillies players have over 2,000 hits. Which Phillies players have over 2,000 hits? That was way close. Detroit was knocking on the door. They peeked the door open, and the Phillies slammed it back shut. They were ready to walk on in. And at the very last second, Turner and Sosa just sort of elbowed the door and closed it. Rollins, Smitty, Chuck Klein, Ed Delahanty, and one more. What's up, Snowman? Del Ennis. That is incorrect. One more. You're missing one more. Rollins, Schmidt. And we got Delahanty, right? Who else? Ashburn. Good job. Ashburn. Yep. There you go. Nice job. Very good. Very good. Chuck Klein, by the way, had 1,705 hits as a Philly. And Larry Boa had 1,798. But thank you for playing Phillies Trivia. You know, Chase Utley is 9th on the all-time list in hits. McGee is 8th. Utley, if he would have had 24, he would have tied 24 more. He would have tied Sherry. And Cy Williams is 10th. Was 1,553. Interesting. All right. 1-0 Phillies. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. And guys, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel as well. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Yeah. Ennis is on the list. As a Philly, though, he did not have 2,000. As a Philly, he did not have 2,000. So, he may have had it in his career, but not with the Phillies. Literally, a spot at the park is called Ashburn Alley for a reason. There's an easy hint. It's true. Tyler Holton, but then again, there's some people that still don't know that. So I can't. I mean, it is a popular spot, but yeah, you are right. You are correct. The pitch. That is wide for ball 1 to Brandon Marsh. We start off the bottom of the 7th. Holton is going to pitch for the Tigers. The 1-0. And this one is lined and caught over at second base by Gleyber Torres. Caught lightning out of a bottle. And Marsh has to sit down. I do like that. I don't feel like people say that enough. Caught lightning out of a bottle. He literally caught lightning. He caught a hot shot. I think that that's a really good play on words there. A nice little simile, if you will, or a metaphor. The pitch. And that is taken for a strike to Harrison Bader. The better term is analogy. One ball, one strike. Here's the 1-1. This one's grounded over towards third base. Third baseman has it, throws it on the run over to first. And it's in time for out number 2. Guess Dombrowski didn't fix the offenses, Jack. You guess or you know, Jack? It sounds like you know, but you're being sarcastic. But, yeah. I guess not. The pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike to Edmundo Sosa. The ball is one strike. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? They say no. One, and that's a foul ball. The game is 1-0. I'm happy a win is a win. This is Sam. I don't care how you win this game, just win. I agree. 1-2 to Sosa. Line drive hit out over towards left field, and Riley Greene makes the diving catch again. You might not want to hit it out to left field because this guy has made some extraordinary plays for the Tigers. And so we go to the top of the 8th inning. The Tigers provided good defense in this inning. And it's still a 1-0 ball game. Philadelphia up by 1. Yeah, this is a battle. This is a grind. It is. This is a grind. If they grind this out, I'll take it. I will take it. So we're going to the 8th inning. Dude, this game is not even 2 hours old. And yet we're in the 8th inning now. It's not even 2 hours old. The game started at 7:10. Gosh. Most of the fan base won't, says David. Yeah. Most of the fan base won't. But do I care? No. I don't. Let's just get the win. I just want the win. I want to be in first. Get the division back. Get it back. 5 hits for the Tigers. 4 for the Phillies. 1 run for the Phillies. None for the Tigers. You know, we talked about skydiving. We talked about bungee jumping. What's the most wild thing that you've done? That you've ever done? What's like the craziest activity that you've done? Where you like got out of your comfort zone and I don't know, did something that you don't usually do. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Sanchez with 12 swings and misses on changeups. And he does one there. No balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Start of the YouTube channel. That's fair. That is a crazy thing to do. I've done that myself. It is one of the craziest things, if not probably the craziest thing I've ever done. 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive, and that is played on the bounce by Turner. The throw over to first in plenty of time. 1 away in the top of the 8th inning. Snorted heroin. On tobacco at the peak of a barn. Oh my gosh. You guys are crazy people. Did you have catnip on you? Climb to the top of the Devil's Tower. Wow. The pitch. And that is low for a ball to Matt Vierlink. That's in Wyoming. Huh. 1-0. That's line foul. One of those horrible roller coasters at Great Adventure. Oh, Kindaka? Did you ride Kindaka? I didn't think people would listen to me. Well, here they are, man. It's crazy. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sometimes I still get people on here that don't listen to me. And they just want to know how their bet is going or whatever the case is. 1-1, swing and a miss. It's not just that, though. Sometimes people would just spam the chat for whatever it is. There's weird people on here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout from Christopher, his 6th of the ball game. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 8th. And so, one more out to go for Christopher to get out of the 8th inning. Cha-ching. Haha, you beat me to it. Gleyber Torres is up, and he looks at a changeup that is at the knees, but it's called a ball. Just cup and saucer ride since then. JSH, thank you very much for the sub. 1 ball, no strikes to Gleyber, and the 1-0 pitch. And that hit the outside corner, and that is called ball 2. Oh my gosh. And the umpire's saying something to Sanchez. Gosh. 2 balls, no strikes on 2 controversial calls by the home plate umpire. The 2-0 delivery to Gleyber, and he grounds this one back up the middle. Diving stop by Stott. He gets up, throws over to first, and it is in time. The Phillies defense doing a very good job having Sanchez's back, and all smiles and high fives from Bryson Stott. Wow. Oh, this is awesome. I can get behind this for sure. Excellent plays on the defensive side for the Phillies, and it's still a 1-0 game. Sanchez is smiling. Bryson Stott goes back to the dugout, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies up 1-0 against the Tigers. Let's go. Very nice. What a game. You need insurance runs here. You could definitely get a little bit of a cushion if I think that would be awesome. If you can get some runs here, then I wonder if they're going to go to Duran for the 9th or if it's going to be Sanchez. I don't know. We'll see. My annual 24-hour lava tube inspection. Yes. Shane says that's what we want to see. Absolutely. Okay, they're grinding this out. It has not looked pretty, but, you know, this is, to me, and again, I will address this during the post-game show, and then you'll hear all my thoughts on this game, because you'll hear all my takeaways. But I will tell you one thing. This game has felt like it's a playoff game. It has a playoff game feel to it. Maybe it's just me, and some of you guys may disagree if you're watching the game, but this is, to me, the type of game where, you know, if it's a game in October, right, and your defense is stepping up and making big-time plays, and your pitcher, even when they're leaking oil, you have some good plays around you, it just feels like with that intensity and just watching the home crowd that there's something to this. So, I don't know. That's just me. It could be just me. I might be watching another game. But, yeah. You got the bottom line is that you got to wake up the bats. You do. They do. They have to wake them up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have 430 people on here watching. First pitch by Stott to Stott, and it's lined and caught for out number 1. Didn't even get to see where it landed, but it was lined towards the infield, it looked like. Stott actually popped out the second. They called it a pop out. Now Turner is up. Holton is still pitching. Holton throws a changeup, and that misses low for a ball. Holton did pitch on Friday against the Phillies, gave up 2 earned runs. 1-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. And that'll make the count 2-0. Duran is warming up in the Phillies bullpen. And if Sanchez does not pitch, he will. 2-0. This one is fouled away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trey Turner. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a change up there. So Morton went 6 innings, only gave up 1 earned run, and had 6 strikeouts, 4 hits, surrendered 2. 2-2. Foul ball. Let's go, Chet! Let's go! George! Turner 0 for 3 tonight. The 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And Trey Turner strikes out, 2 away in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's now 9:07 p.m. Eastern Time. So Turner's now 0 for 4, and the next man up is Kyle Schwarber for Philadelphia. What are we at? We're at 221 on the likes. We got to get to 300. Let's go, baby. Let's get to 300. First pitch to Kyle. It's in there for a strike. Schwarber is doubled, and he's gotten hit by a pitch. 0-1 to Schwarber, swing and a miss on a sweeper. Do they go to Duran, or do they stick with Sanchez for the 9th? 0-2 to Schwarber, and there's a fly ball. This one's hit out over towards center field. It's going back over towards the track, and it is gone! It just got out of here! The Phillies get some insurance! And Kyle Schwarber hits his 30th bomb of the season. Oh, that may have been what the doctor ordered. What a season for the Schwarberian. He continues to add on to a magnificent season for the Phillies. And now Bryce Harper is up. And the first pitch is fouled away. That one was hit out over towards left center field. And he just got enough power on it. It went out over towards Monty's angle. And it actually went really over towards the Surfside iced tea area. And Duran says, thank you. 0-1 to Harper, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. And on the run is Perez, and he'll make the sliding catch. Did not get a good read on it at first. And so another good defensive play by the Tigers. We're going to the top of the 9th. Kyle Schwarber with another awesome home run. And he puts the Phillies up 2-0. Kyle Schwarber, man. And here comes Duran. Let's go. Duran's coming on in. Here he comes. The entrance is just so phenomenal. Duran is entering on into the ball game, and he's looking to shut the door. Yes. Here we go. And here comes Duran. Joan Duran. Coming on in. Big spot for him. The Phillies lead it 2-0. And Duran will face Jahmai Jones to start off the top of the 9th. Duran this year, a 1.97 earned run average, 53 strikeouts, a 1.15 whip as well, and 17 saves, as we mentioned before, in 19 opportunities. He's gone 50 and a third of an inning. He has struck out 53 batters. He has walked just 18 and has given up just 40 hits on the season. All righty. Nice. Kyle needs to be DFA'd, says Larry. That's funny. That was lit. Dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. Duran is coming on in. Can the Phillies shut the door here? This is exactly what we got him for. It is. I'm fine with them taking Sanchez out for putting this guy on in. Especially now that Schwarber got the homer there. You know what? Give me this guy. All right, here he is. First pitch at 101, and it's outside for ball one. Hit that thumbs up button, baby. Let's get that win. Get that win. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 is inside for ball two. Kerry Carpenter is pinch hitting for Jahmai Jones. And Torkelson waits in the on-deck circle. Duran comes set, the 2-0 pitch. And that's at 101, and it's fouled away. That was a 2-0 pitch, and now the count is 2-1. I'm excited to watch him during October. This guy is a bona fide closer. But JT is going to call for time. He avoided the pitch clock violation there. Duran having an issue with his pitch comm device. And he will get a new piece. And I'll put it on into his baseball cap. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We have 535 people watching. Let's get to 300 likes. Don't forget, after the game is done, call on into the postgame show, 610-314-0844. Yes. What's up, Tiff? Tiff is here. How are you, Tiff? I'm so happy to see you. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kerry Carpenter. Phillies fans on their feet. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 102 on the gun. And Carpenter could not catch up to the heater. And that makes the count 2-2. More fans start to rise. The 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Stop picks it up. Throws it over to first. 1 gun. Oof. 1 away in the top of the 9th inning. 2 more outs to go. It took 5 pitches to get the first out. And the next man up is Spencer Torkelson. Liked how he went towards the outside part of the plate. Got the batter on top of that fastball at 102. The pitch, ground ball, hit sharply over to third. Sosa picks it up, takes his time, throws over to first. Harper jumps up, and as he tried to tag the bag, couldn't do so in time. Torkelson beat it out. The throw from Sosa was high, and so they're going to probably call that, I assume, an E5 on Edmundo Sosa. He certainly had enough time, and Harper had to jump up to make the catch. And as he came down, Torkelson's foot, they say that it just got there. But I think he's out. Looking at the replay, Harper's right foot just got on the bag. They didn't say if the Phillies were challenging this or not, but it looks like they are because they're showing a lot of angles. Harper's foot just got on the bag. Oh, my goodness. He jumped up, he caught it, And as he came down his right foot, his right toe, his big toe just got on the bag. So the Phillies are challenging. The call was that he was safe on the field at first. They're taking out the earpiece, and what does the jury say? He is out. Bryce Harper with a nice play. And then Mundo Sosa gets his bacon saved. And there is out number 2. I can't believe Harper just came down with it and barely got Torkelson out. 2 away in the top of the 9th. The Tigers down to their final out. And it's up to Riley Greene. Pitch number 1. Swing and a miss on a pitch at 102. No balls. 1 strike. Duran gets set at the belt, gets the signs, kicks, fires, and that pitch, it's called a ball. That was in there at 102, but the count is 1-1. Oh boy. One ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 pitch, that's inside for ball 2 at 103. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 102 again, right down the middle. And Riley Greene and the Detroit Tigers down to their final strike of the series. This guy's just throwing gas. He's just toying around with these hitters. 2-2 pitch, fouled off at 103 on the gun. 103 miles per hour. Duran puts his glove towards his ear because that's how loud the crowd is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 103 on the gun. And the Phillies win the series. They shut out the Tigers and take 2 of 3. Ring the bell, the Philadelphia Phillies win. Save number 18 on the season for Duran, and Sanchez gets the W. Let's go! Oh, we'll take it. I will take that. What an excellent win for the Philadelphia Phillies. They shut out the Tigers. They win 2-0. Christopher Sanchez, magnificent as he gets hugs from Rob Thompson, goes back on into the dugout, and he's going to hit the locker room right now. Kyle Schwarber, big home run in that bottom of the 8th inning. He's just continuing to dominate at the plate and has now put himself in the MVP conversation as well. And Joan Duran came out there with fire for that 9th inning and got his 18th save of the season and just continues to be arguably the best closer in all of baseball. A lot to break down, a lot to talk about. And first of all, we will be back on for an actual post-game show where we will talk more in depth with what we saw. You can call on into the show. 610-314-0844 is how you call on in. I feel good about this win overall. This was a win where I know that the offense didn't do much, but this felt like a playoff game to me. The defense, for the most part, was great. Stott had a nice play. Edmundo Sosa with that throw to home plate, that was on the money. Fielding that fielder's choice and getting the runner out at the plate, that was big. There were some awesome defensive moments. Bryce Harper just being able to make that catch on the throw to first from Sosa, which was high, and then just getting out Torkelson was also big as well. There were some big moments in this game, and it just had playoffs written all over it. And they got the win. Christopher Sanchez, again, the MVP. You don't win this game without Christopher Sanchez going 8 innings. You don't. 8 shutout innings. The defense helped him out. But if you were to tell me the top 3 players of the game, 3 I go Kyle, 2 I would go Sanchez, 2 I would go Duran. You can actually switch it up, and then 1 Christopher Sanchez. But those 3 guys were in your top 3, and then I would say as a 4th, the defense as a whole. The defense did really, really well. And 5th, maybe Kepler for the RBI ground out. But yeah, great win. A very good win. I feel good about this. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. And I will be sure to hear from you all in 3 minutes or so. Be back on here. Don't go anywhere. We have a post-game show. And I will see you all very, very soon. Don't go anywhere.
Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
That's what I like to call a nice win for the Philadelphia Phillies. That was a great win. That was great. Okay, we will dissect the offense. We'll talk about, yes, they did not put up a lot of runs. But this pitching staff with Christopher Sanchez, I just can't say it enough. He is so good. He really is. He delivered again on the biggest lights tonight, and he went 8 shutout innings. Now, he got some help from his defense, but to his credit, I don't care how you get it done, he got out of the jams. There was one jam that he had in the second where there were runners on over at first and second base, and he got out of the inning. The defense helped him, but guess what? He did it. He did it. And it's about time. We've talked about so much this year how this defense has not been able to step up. This was their best defensive game, arguably, that they've had this year. How many times have I talked about how great the defense was? How many times did I bring up that word defense? There's not a lot of times where I do that. So just that alone should tell you that the defense was pretty awesome tonight. It really was. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. I do want to first address the super chats. Tony, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. We also had a $2 super chat too from Margaret Kuo, and I want to thank you for that as well. Duran is a beast. I'm optimistic against this Tony. Yeah, he is special. I was really happy when the Phillies went out there to get that guy. I still feel the way that I feel about the deadline. I wish that they could have done some more. But, you know, they really did an awesome job trying to get that guy. That guy is a true closer. He's one of the best, if not the best in baseball. And he just goes out there and he dominates. And you just feel so good when he's pitching in that 9th inning. It gives you so much relief from your other arms. And this guy is going to be with you for the next, how many years? 2 years? Whatever it is. It's great. It's very awesome, and I'm very excited about that. Again, I'll break down the offense. I will talk more about that, but my first takeaway was Christopher Sanchez. That changeup was really just on from the jump. The fastball looked great. He had one slider that he threw even that looked like it was going to go towards the middle of the plate, and it just zipped towards the inside corner. When you see that in MLB The Show, and you see a pitch like that, and you're throwing it, and you see you hit the red or whatever it is, it's just a great feeling. It really is. It's a great feeling. So, but yeah, that guy dominated on the mound. That guy was extraordinary. And I just feel like I talk about it over and over again. It feels like that this man can go 7 innings. He had 63 pitches or something along those lines after 7 innings. He could have went the 9th. He could have went the 9th inning. But you know what? I was fine with Rob going to Duran. I'm fine with that. I was okay with it. And I'm sure that he did it from an analytical perspective, but the reason why I was okay with it is because that man should be able to get it done in the 9th inning. That guy's arm is so good. He is the best pitcher on this Phillies team now. He's their best arm. He is their prized guy. So if he wasn't here, I would not have gone to Strom. I would not have gone to anybody else. And I would have just said they should have went to Sanchez for the 9th inning. But I was not upset. Was not down about that. I thought that was actually the right move. And it worked. It worked. JJ, they won 2-0. Go back to that inning where the Tigers had bases loaded. What was that, in the 7th inning? Was that the 7th? Was that the 7th where they had bases loaded? I even have goosebumps. They just... Here we go again. Like, where I'm just so confused on this team. Where they do things that you just shake your head, and then they also do things that are just like, yeah, let's go. It's very bizarre. And by the way, it was the 7th inning. Jones had the infield single. Torkelson then singled. It was on back-to-back pitches. And then Greene grounded out to short. Turner actually made some good plays over at shortstop. Not telling you that he was spectacular today, but he actually made some nice plays at short. Ibanez grounded on into a fielder's choice. Torkelson then went on over to third. And then they walked Dingler. Ibanez went on over to second. And that fielder's choice, by the way, from Ibanez was just an extraordinary play by Edmundo Sosa. This guy, Sosa, I'm telling you, I want him in the lineup every day. When Alec Bohm comes back, I want Stott and Marsh on the bench. I want Bader playing in center field, and I want Sosa playing at second base. Really, he'd be fine at third. But there is no reason why those two guys, specifically Sosa, specifically him, there's no excuse why this guy does not deserve to be in the lineup every single day. He is what this team needs. He has heart. He understands what this city needs. Not only is he relatable to the fans, but this guy just lays his blood, sweat, and tears out there when he's playing. He's a true competitor. And he did it tonight again. And almost fumbled in the 9th inning. But you know what? He's allowed to have a bad play too. But then after that, after the Dingler walk, Sanchez kept his composure. He locked in and got out of the inning. Sanchez, Suarez, and Wheeler just have that it factor. And I hate using that word, but I don't know what else to say. Even when there's traffic on the bases or if they give up a run, they don't crumble. They don't have mental lapses. I want to get that through your head. That's strong. That's rich. That's pure. I don't know. That's just phenomenal. And JT, too, on the receiving end of that fielder's choice from Edmundo Sosa. Nice catch. Good tag. It's just a good play. This game literally had game-saving plays from left to right. This was a game of chess Riley Greene made an excellent play on a hit that was really well squared up from Bryson Stott. He also had another nice catch on a play, I believe Edmundo Sosa lined out to him. And that was tough luck for them there as well. Marsh lined out to second too. Like this game had drama. This game was under the bright lights. A lot of people came even on here to watch. And with the whole baseball world watching them, I feel like that Christopher Sanchez specifically just deserves the flowers that he deserves. And the Phillies delivered. They delivered. It was ugly. It was not the prettiest win. But they found a way, and they did it for Sanchez. And Kyle Schwarber, I don't know about you, but that home run felt like, all right, they're winning this. That home run to me felt like game over. Sometimes, and I do say this, one run can be worth 5 runs. And that homer to me, even though I didn't know if it was going to go, and it was really not hit in Schwarber's sweet spots, if you will. He didn't pull it out to right. He hit it out to left center. He doesn't usually do that. And when it was gone, GG's. Did you leave Charlie Morton off the hook? You did. Sure, he struck out 5 guys in a row. That's unacceptable. Yes. I just don't want to go that way now. Because while, yes, you're right. And if you do say to yourself, well, yes, like the offense didn't play well and I'm disappointed about that. I can't convince you. I can't convince you enough. Like, I can't say to yourself, like, well, the pitching did well. I can't change your opinions. But the bigger picture to me is you took 2 out of 3 against the Tigers. You won the game. And Christopher Sanchez, the defense, and Duran were spectacular. 610-314-0844. That's how you call into the show. Let me hear your thoughts. Who was your standout player today? How do you feel after this win? Was this a good win to you? Or was this the type of win where you're saying, JJ, you need to calm down? JJ, you need to take it back a little bit. Where are you? All right, let me know and call into the show right now. We're taking phone calls. 610-314-0844 is how you dial on in. We got another $10 super chat from Tony, but don't get it twisted, he says. Come football season, it is hail to the Commanders. I've ringed the bell because I do appreciate the $10 super chat, my friend. Not saying that I'm for the Commanders. And I think that I put Do Not Disturb on. I'm sorry if I did that. I will take that off right now. I think I have it on, don't I? Do Not Disturb is off. All right, I'm going to take this voicemail message. We have a couple. Let's go.
How about Duran? My man with the platinum power.
Dude, love that. Love it. Duran is just what you needed. You needed him. He is your 9th inning guy. He makes the bullpen rotation so much easier because now everybody else's role is set. There is no excuse to not go to this guy in the 9th inning. There's none. No excuse. This guy is a bona fide closer. Strom can be your 8th inning guy. Orion can be your 8th inning guy. You can interchange them for the 7th or the 8th, but there is no reason why this guy is not your 9th inning guy. I know that Alvarado is not even going to pitch for the playoffs, and we don't even know how he's going to be when he returns. He might be rusty. He might lose velocity on the fastballs, but he'll eat you innings too. Now you have Romano, though, as a 6th inning guy, and I feel a lot better about that. Not telling you that I love Romano, because even still, there's moments where I just don't trust him. But yeah, you have your 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys with Strom, Orion, and Duran. There is no excuse why anybody else needs to be pitching in the 8th. I do not want to see Max Lazar out there in a high leverage spot anymore. I do not want to see Daniel Robert out there in a high leverage spot anymore. I don't want to see any of that. No excuse. None. Let's take another voicemail message.
JJ, John from Richmond. Yes.
Yes. He says, yes, I'll call back. Sorry, I pressed the pause button. I pressed the pause button by accident. Very nice. Great win. This was awesome. Let's take some text messages. And again, calling in 610-314-0844. Let me know how you're feeling. I'm feeling really happy. Let's do this. I was thinking Wheeler is the ace, but I'm really starting to think maybe Sanchez could be saying, hold my beer. I want Wheeler pitching in game 1 because he is at the top of his game. And you could say, yeah, he might be saying, hold my beer. And this is not a knock against Sanchez or Ranger. But the reason why I would go to Wheeler in game 1 is because he has the experience. And on top of that, he's dominating. And it's not like he's just a third starter out there. Like, if you put him on any team, he would be the ace. And some would probably say that he's the best pitcher right now in baseball. Some would say that. Some would also say Paul Skeens is. Some would also say maybe Tariq Skubal. But I don't know. I love Zach Wheeler. We're going to be taking a phone call right now. We also got a $50 super chat from Tony. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I will read your comment after I take this call really quickly. What is going on, my friend? How you feeling after this Phillies win? Are you as fired up as I am?
JJ, John from Richmond. Yes, I am. Hey, what can you say? Sanchez, Duran, and Schwarber. Schwarber gave us a little bit of breathing room.
Yes.
And it was just a great win. I'm happy that we were able to pitch the way we did. What more can you say?
What more can you say?
We fought hard, and we beat a good team.
Yeah, and
we will continue to win, and the Philly Freaks keep going on.
Yes.
Have a good one.
I love it. All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. We got somebody else calling on in. Let's take this phone call, too. What is going on? How you feeling after this win, my friend?
Well, JJ, this is Jay. How you doing?
What's up, Jay? How are you?
Oh, not bad. Honestly, I'm feeling. I have mixed feelings.
Okay, go for it.
I'm glad the Phillies won.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
But I think I just should stop betting on Sundays because I really needed extra innings on that one.
I saw Tiff say something about that in the chat. So I was well. Wait, hold up. That also could have been you. I'm looking at it from Tiff's account, and I'm thinking, well,
it might have been me.
Oh,
no,
man.
I will ask this because we were blacked out
Yes.
and we were doing some other things. So I got to ask.
Go for it.
What is going on with Trey Turner?
What is going on with Trey Turner? It's just not been a very consistent season. I know that he's leading the team.
It really
in hits,
hasn't.
But he started off the year really bad, and he just defensively has been a liability. Today was actually his best defensive performance, which was crazy. I did not see that coming. But overall, he's been super streaky. He's not hitting homers. I still don't think he is homered at the bank this year. I haven't checked the stats on that, but it feels like he just is probably not going to get a home run at home. It's really odd. It's very bizarre. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. He's not really getting a lot of doubles, it seems like, and he's not hitting. The power's just not here. I really don't know what else to say.
It's just he was out of the parlays I had today. He was a key part of it, and he disappeared on me.
Ugh, that sucks. That sucks, dude. That's too bad.
But no, it was a great game, and I was watching it play by play and stuff like that. It was a great game. I mean, it was way lower scoring than I expected, but
did this have a playoff feel to you? Because, to me, and I'm curious to see what people are going to say on the radio and on Twitter and even here in the comment section. But I don't know. To me, I just felt like I watched a playoff game that was just sort of like a game of chess. But what say you?
It didn't. It really. It might have seemed that way. It didn't. It didn't really come through on box scores and play by plays.
Yes.
But I can definitely see that because this was just one of the. I mean, just look at the box score. I mean, 1 run, second inning, and then blanks all the way out.
Yes.
I mean, it's just. I mean, that's just crazy.
It is.
But
crazy.
let me ask you, what was your thought, and everybody in the chat there on the Bristol Motor Speedway game?
I didn't really get a chance to watch it. I did see that it was delayed twice last night and that they finished the game today, but I can't really speak for it because I didn't get a chance to watch it. But it seemed like a lot of people enjoyed it for sure. But
well, I mean, it was interesting for sure, and it went off as billed. I mean, it was quite the game. I think it would have been way better had it occurred last night.
Yeah,
but
for sure,
it was a downpour. I mean, it was really bad.
It was
bad timing on that one.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Jay, gotta tell Tiff I said hi. I do have to keep the line moving, but
sure,
I love
absolutely.
you guys so much. You guys are the best.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Have a good one. Yeah, I mean, I just, he's right. The box score didn't really dictate. If you didn't watch the game, you would have said, oh, wow, okay, they won 2-0. Must have not been a great game. No, you had to have been here in order to witness it, in my opinion. So I wanted to read Tony's $50 super chat. I did not forget about that. I just had to take a phone call. JJ, while I love Duran, the hitting still needs to be more consistent. Agree with you. Sosa needs to start. Free Sosa. Free that man. Sosa needs to start. I think Bader has to start too. I think that Bader is the best defensive center fielder that we have. Not telling you that it's by like a wide margin, but I feel like I want to see what he does over Brandon Marsh and over Johan Rojas. Even though Rojas is not with the team right now, I'm just saying that I'll take him over Kepler. I'll take him over Wes Wilson. Yeah, I will. Let's take some more messages, while we're on here. And again, calling into the show if you guys have thoughts. 610-314-0844. We'll still be taking phone calls. Dump Alvarado. We have a true closer now, says Doug. Yeah. He's going to come back at some point. But even still, I know that Alvarado's not going to pitch in the playoffs, but he will still be, I think that now you got to pitch him, right, as much as possible because he's not going to pitch in the playoffs. So you're going to have to try to use him. And there's no excuse as to why you're not going to go to him specifically. You know, Duran sending warning shots around the league. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing that. But now that he's with the Phillies, it makes the Phillies better. It makes their bullpen better, for sure. Definitely. One big piece like that does help. Does it solve everything? No. But I'm thinking about it, and I hate to be this guy, but if Duran came last year, and this is kind of like what ticks me off a little bit, and I hate to go this way, but if the Phillies got him last year, they wouldn't have had the bullpen problems that they had in the postseason. Most likely. Most likely. Now, I can't say that for sure, but I really do believe that. I believe that if they would have had him, imagine if you had Hoffman and you had Duran and you had Strom along with Alvarado. I mean, that would have been something. That would have been crazy. But it sort of just entered on into my mind, and I'm like, wow, they definitely got their guy. They got their closer. This guy is a ninth inning weapon. What's going on? What else do we have in the chat? Yankees, Tigers, Red Sox, Cubs, no problem. But the White Sox, oh man, it's funny that you say it like that for sure. So much fun watching a great closer. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, what else we have? We are invisible to JJ right now. He's on a roll, says Hardcore. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot to get off my chest because this was a good win. This was a good win. And, I have a lot on my mind. And I definitely feel like that there's a lot of value from this. Again, the offense, they didn't do good. They didn't do good at all. I'm not talking about the offense. But Kyle Schwarber, love that dude. That dude is special. Christopher Sanchez, special. Joan Duran, special. Sosa is Philadelphia. I want Sosa, Bader, and Kemp in the lineup every day. That's why we're here. That's why they're here. Let's see what they can do. And this whole thing about Justin Crawford, Dave said that he's not ready yet. That he is ready, but they don't want to. I forget what the direct quote was, but it really seems like from just listening to his answer about the whole thing about Crawford is that they don't. They think that him and Painter are ready, but they just don't want them playing every day, which I don't know. To me, I want to see them get reps. I feel like that would be a big spark plug for this offense too, and that can only help them. I just do. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win a World Series this year, and is Justin Crawford going to do more than Brandon Marsh? I think he deserves a shot. I think Bader deserves a shot. You got him at the deadline. And he's clearly your best outfielder right now, besides Castellanos, so I'm not talking about him. But he's your best center field option for sure. I don't know. Duran must be psyched to be in a pennant race suddenly. Yeah. Wild stuff. Does Duran being here change the mindset of this team now, says Doug? Well, we have to admit, okay? We have to admit this, Doug. And it's still early, okay? It's still early. But we're scratching the surface with this guy. We are. It's a change of scenery for him. I just feel good with him out there. I feel like this guy can do no wrong. Now, we could all be wrong, and I hope that we aren't, but when was the last time the Phillies actually had a good closer? Brad Lidge? A guy that you can trust for the ninth inning? It's felt like forever. Jonathan Papelbon, maybe? But even though Papelbon was so shaky, he still was considered to be a ninth inning guy. Hector Neris? I don't know. I haven't really felt good about the ninth inning in a very long time. and I do with this guy. And that makes things easier because now you have roles and you don't have to go to a committee every single night. You have consistency. Now you have structure. Somewhat structure. So, yeah. It bumps everyone back in the bullpen to a less high leverage spot. Yes. Less pressure on the other people. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like when you have a running back like Saquon Barkley, okay, Barkley gets more attention now than the other, if he wasn't there, the receivers get more of the attention. It makes everybody's job so much easier when the Eagles have that dude as their running back. Because that guy is a tank. That's like sort of like the best analogy that I can make. Okay, when Joel Embiid is in his prime and he's getting double teamed, Tyrese Maxey can get wide open threes. And so his job gets easier. That's really what I'm trying to say, is that everybody's job is now easier in the bullpen. It puts less pressure on them and more pressure on Duran, which we feel confident with. That's all I'm trying to say. I want to see what David Robertson has left in the tank. Sure. That's fair, too. That's fair. The vibes are electric, says Justin. As they should. Tonight, 2-0 win. You had to have watched the game to see that this was actually a good ball game. We have another phone call. How are you after this 2-0 victory against the Tigers? What's going on, my friend?
I feel good, JJ. This is definitely a good win.
Why is that, my friend? Why are you feeling good?
Yes, it does feel good, and I'm really glad that you were mentioning about having some structure and making all those comparisons to like all the other Philly teams, which I'm glad you mentioned about that. Like, Phillies are slowly starting to follow a plan of like, what do we need to do? What could we do to fix the situation that we're going through? And I feel like after seeing today and yesterday's game, first game with Duran, he's definitely a really good closer.
Yes.
And that's something that, we've been talking about for a while now, because the Phillies don't have a good closer. But now, so they have Duran now, after seeing him for 2 games, I feel like he definitely has a great closer. Especially during the final out, we did like 105 miles per hour power ball. Like,
it's insane. Oh my gosh, it's wild.
Yeah, I've never seen a pitcher so fast in the Phillies team to ever throw a ball that fast.
No, it's wild to me. Now let me ask you this. Okay, would you have saved Duran for possibly tomorrow and gone to Sanchez for the 9th inning if it was a 1 or even a 2-run game? Like, how would you have approached it? Because I'm sure that some people were talking about it on Twitter, and they were like, well, why are they taking Sanchez out? I feel like that was the right move. I do, but I want to hear your thoughts.
It was the right move, and I feel like that's definitely what the main problem was these past few games. Like, we kept these pitchers on the mound for a while now, and sometimes they, starting to get a little bit sloppy. That is the time where you take out that pitcher, your starting pitcher, and replace him with somebody else. And I think, not having Sanchez, throw the final inning was definitely just the right call. Because, I've seen the past few games. I've seen pitchers, our pitchers, in our bullpen, like start to get sloppy, and then just goes from being like a 2-0 game to like a 5-2 game or a 7-2 game. Like the other team can get upper advantage, But remember that the Sixers was still on the mound.
Yep.
And the Tigers started having every single player on the plate, and they're not.
Sure.
All bases were full, and that was like it was just got everybody very nervous, and we were able to like get a strikeout. They still make a catch and got him out of that jam. I was like, okay, that's the point. You got to get that pitcher out of here. You can't let that happen again. Let the other team get advantage of you. So it definitely was a good move. That's my take about it.
That's an interesting take. But so if they didn't have Duran, would you have still went to Sanchez because of? Would you have still gone to Sanchez if they didn't have Duran? Because I don't know about you, but I feel like I have more trust in the bullpen now that Duran is here, and I feel like he is your best pitcher. Like he is your best arm. It's not that he's the best bullpen pitcher. Like he is your best arm out there. Like do you agree with that?
I agree. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, 8 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts in those 2 innings. There's no 8 innings. Definitely was a lot of pitching. He's really good at pitching. He's finally starting to get his motor back. And like you said, and I heard you say about using pressure. That the Bulls now using pressure with Duran here because they've been struggling. Khalil, I have to get up there. I got to start striking out these players.
Yep.
And so that situation, I feel you definitely keep Sanchez in because you still have ammunition.
Sure.
If things go south.
Sure. I feel that. That's a good phone call, man. Cool, Jay. You're the man. You know I love you. You know I love listening to your takes, and you definitely are a real one, man.
Right back at you, JJ. Appreciate your takes on everything. Appreciate your calls for everything, and keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Let's go. We have another person on here. How are you, my friend? How you feeling after this win? Oh, you just hung up. Figures. It's all right. We'll get you back on the line if you could decide to call back on in. I thought I did great with the timing there. He was just ready to, Cool J was just ready to get off, and I was ready to hit that accept button. I had it set up on a silver platter for this guy. But it's okay. Sometimes technical difficulties happen. He's trying to call again. All right, we'll do this. What's going on? You're on play-by-play with JJ. How you feeling after this win?
Oh, are you on the phone? Is that you on the phone?
Hello.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is me
hi.
on the phone.
I honestly thought it took me. You answered so fast. I thought it took me to voicemail. It hit TV.
Nope. You were on the phone. You were on here, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. Yeah, I'm just here. I'm here with my brother right now, and he kind of wanted me to call you and talk to you. I'm trying to get him to mute the TV here because the audio is kind of delayed on here. Like as we speak, the audio is kind of delayed. But anyways, it's cool how the Phillies won, man. Like 2-0, man. They went like 2-1 in the series. Like
Yes.
It's pretty crazy how they were able to pull it off. You know what I mean? Like that was cool, man. It was kind of like easy for them, short but easy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And can I ask you this? When Kyle Schwarber gave you that extra insurance run in the 8th inning, did that sort of lift a weight on your shoulders and say they're not losing this game?
My brother's playing something. I'll let you repeat in a minute. Can you hear that?
Yes, I heard it. I heard Harry.
He's playing a Phillies bell. He does that after they win the game. He likes to play that. That's part of the celebration.
Love it. I love it, man. I love it.
Cool. Yeah. All right. But anyway, could you repeat the question, please?
Oh, I was just asking. After Kyle Schwarber hit that home run, did you feel like a weight was lifted off the Phillies' shoulders?
Yeah, well, I didn't actually watch the game, but yeah, he hit a Schwarber. He hit a home run.
Yes, he hit it in the bottom of the 8th.
Oh, yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, well, hey, he's just doing his thing. I mean, I think he's really doing well. You know what I mean? Like, I think especially from what I saw in the All-Star game, hitting all home runs and helping the National League win that game, man. Like, I think it was pretty cool what he was doing there. So yeah, I think it really makes like an impact. Hopefully, they keep going in the right direction. Sometimes they have their little slumps here and there. It's crazy how they lost to the White Sox out of all teams, but then they beat the Tigers. So hopefully we'll see how they fare against Baltimore. Hopefully they can pull it off against them. My brother wants to say something. He's really
Go for it. What's going on?
Let's go Orioles! Let's go! Yeah!
Thank you so much for calling on in. I got to keep the line moving, but I appreciate that, my friend. I have more phone calls that I have to take, and I got to catch up on messages. That was a great phone call, and I agree. I'm really hoping that this team has been really streaky. And when the highs are high, we feel good. When the lows are low, we feel terrible. It's just been a very wonky season. It's been very bizarre. We've been so tough on this team because the expectations are high, and we know it's World Series or bust with this baseball team. And a lot of us, some of us feel like that they just are who they are. And we want them to succeed, but we don't think that they have enough. But then they show you things like this where they just make you say, I don't want to close the door yet. I'm not out. Like I want to have one foot back on into the door. I do. We'll take another phone call. What's going on? You're on Play by Play with JJ. What is up, my friend?
Hello.
Because the expectations
Hello.
are high.
How are you? Do you mind muting your background audio?
I just muted that.
Okay, perfect. What's going on, my friend? How you feeling?
Not bad. I mean, tonight, I felt like Kyle Schwarber's home run was amazing.
That was. You know what's funny? That shot was not even – it didn't even look like it was a Schwarber because he doesn't pull it out to left center. He'll hit it out to dead center and to right center, and, sometimes he'll pull one out over to left field. But left center? Oh, my gosh. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I'm here with my dad, actually.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm here with my dad.
Oh, perfect.
And he wants
Hey, JJ. This is Dad, Scott's dad, Tim.
How are you, my friend? How are you, Tim?
Doing great. I'm doing great, man. Phillies are doing good. They're getting hot. Is the new closer's name Duran or Duran?
Duran.
Okay.
Duran.
All right, we wanted to make sure we were pronouncing that right because anybody can throw 103 mile an hour heat. Oh my gosh, I've been watching baseball. I'm 60 years old and I've been watching baseball all my life, and I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a mistake on the TV.
Nah, he is the real deal. I was really happy when the Phillies got him. I still wanted them to get another piece, but I definitely knew that when the Phillies got this guy, I said, wow. I did not think that they were going to go after this guy because this guy is one of the best arms in the game, and he's special.
How did they pull that deal off?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that he's not even a rental. That's the crazy thing about it, is that you have him for the next 2 years afterwards, I believe. So it's not like this is just a one-and-done type of a deal. Like, you have him for a couple years after this, and he's not slowing down. He's in his prime.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got to keep the line going. But what'd you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I know we lost a lot of prospects and everything. I want to say one more thing
Go for
before I let Scott finish up. Thank you for the show. My son, he plays for the Phillies in the Miracle League.
Oh,
I don't know if you know
nice.
about Miracle Baseball, but Scott plays for the Miracle League, and that's why he's become a Phillies fan.
Yep.
I've always been a Reds and Braves guy,
Huh.
and
He's influenced.
and I'm really enjoying watching the Phillies the last few years since he's really gotten into it.
That's so cool.
And I wanted to say one thing about he had mentioned a prospect that the Phillies had. He couldn't remember his name.
Yes.
Carson DeMarini. He's in Reading, PA, in Double-A. He went from low A ball to A this year, and
Did he play on
I
the
went to
spring
high
training
school.
team? Was he on the spring
Yeah.
training team? Because I remember the name.
Carson DeMarini. He went to Virginia Tech.
Wow.
He was a draft choice last year. This is his first year in pro. Well, at the end of the year last year, after the draft, he was in pro ball for the beginning, and then he jumped from low A to Reading now.
Wow.
And yeah, I went to high school with his mother in Virginia many moons ago. And we got to meet Carson in Greensboro, where we live here in North Carolina.
That's so cool.
And he signed the ball with Scott and everything. And he's going to be a good one, I think.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I will talk to you guys soon. I have a couple more phone calls that are coming on in.
Yeah,
Okay. Hey, I hope to talk to you again Wednesday. I think the game on during the day Wednesday, correct?
That sounds good, my friend. All right, I will talk to you soon. I love you guys. Thank you all so much. All right, bye. Bye. Oh, man. I had somebody else calling on that. I just missed their phone call. I can't deal with it all. Man, the lines are buzzing. I love it. I love how the lines are buzzing. Here we go. Here's another phone call. What's going on? You're on Play-by-Play with JJ. How you feeling, my friend?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? Why are you doing good?
Yeah, I feel so happy the Phillies won.
Why are you feeling good, my friend?
I'm so happy the Phillies needed this victory. After losing to the White Sox, they needed this.
They did. They absolutely needed this for sure, man. Yeah.
If they lost against the Tigers, I'm going to be so disappointed, and I'm going to go to their house, and I'm going to haunt them for their life.
Well, you didn't have to do that, though. And that's the good thing about it. You know, you didn't have to do that because guess what? Christopher Sanchez went out there. He pitched you an 8-inning shutty, and you had your closer, your actual closer, go out there and get you a 1-2-3 inning in the 9th.
Oh, yeah, that was very good. That was very good.
It was. It was really good. How you feeling about the Orioles tomorrow? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. If the Phillies win, I'll be happy for them.
That would be great.
I don't care if the Orioles lose. If the Orioles lose, then at least they tried.
Absolutely, man. I got to keep going. But I love you, man. And call back in soon, all right?
Oh, yep.
All right, have a good one. Have a good one. Shout out to all the callers. Shout out to all the callers. Let's go, JJ. I'm sorry. I couldn't I mean, I wanted to read the super chat, but you know, people are calling on in and I can't ignore people. I have to take phone calls, and I was definitely going to make sure that I read the super chat for sure. You know, and I really, really appreciate the super chats. That was so nice. Thank you so much. It's just I'm in a pickle. You know, I have a lot of action. I got stuff going on here. I got stuff going on there. But I definitely make sure that I acknowledge all the super chats because that is, without a doubt, the most important thing for sure. But I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Tony. You guys are the best. All the super chatters tonight, thank you so much. What else do we have? Did I miss any messages? Dump Alvarado. Alvarado could be useful in the last 2 months of the season, for sure. I agree with that. Remember how Saquon came and we went next level? I hope Duran does that for the Phillies. It's a little bit different because of the nature of the sport, but but the bottom line is that when you make the Saquon Barkley and you make the Joel Embiid comparison when they're both in their prime, it makes everybody's job easier. I mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. Saquon gets more of the attention, and now guess what? Spags has to blitz. Rather than, focus on attention on A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, or even Dallas Goedert, this guy's now your number one target, and that opens up the field. That opens up the field for Jalen Hurts to do more things. Joel Embiid is double-teamed. Tyrese Maxey's wide open. He can knock down a three. If Embiid's double-teamed again, and Maxey's now starting to catch fire, the defense has to pick their poison. Maxey is 35 points. Embiid is 50 points. Who do you want to take the shot? You got to pick your poison. It makes everybody's role a lot easier, that much easier. So we love it. We love it. We absolutely love it. They won, JJ. They won. JJ should be in a better mood. I'm in a very good mood. I hope that was a joke. I do. It's beautiful. All right. I love you all so much. I will catch you all in the next one. All right. That's going to be it for me. I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you all tomorrow night. And yeah, Lala Tov, everybody. Have a great night.